One, two. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome. So I hope you started your Sunday in a really nice way. And today we're so much excited that we have again Mr. Prakash sir from India, Gujarat. And he's a wonderful and extraordinary Indian personality and a lovely teacher. So, welcome, dear sir, and it's good to have you here and early in the morning and Sunday.
Yeah.
So,
Thank
how
you.
are you
Thank
doing?
you very much for warm welcome. Thank you very much.
So, how did you start your day?
I started my day with cycling and watching the videos and listening the videos of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, our religious book. That's my daily routine actually.
Great. That is fantastic. Uh, so today we have talk on education. So I will ask you some questions about education, and we will know about the education, some points about education in India, many more questions. So let's start with this question. Sir, tell us, what is education?
Okay. So education, different people have different opinions about education. Personally, I think education is a process in which and by which knowledge, character, and behavior of person molded. That is education. Not only for information, not only knowledge, but character must be important. Your how to behave with the other person, that also must be important. That is education.
That is really great definition. So how important do you think education is?
Yeah. In my opinion, education is as important as your basic needs. Because of education, you can think differently, you can know about other people, you can know about other culture,
Yeah.
then actually you can be a real person. You can establish your real identity because of education.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So today is the world of education, and yeah, we have to know the importance. So tell us, sir, did you have a good education?
In my country, or
Yes.
you are asking me
No,
about me
I'm
personally?
talking, it's a personal question. Do you think you had a good education?
Okay. Personally, I did not get good education until my 10th standard. Yeah,
Yeah. Why so?
because I was in village and that time no internet, no other facilities, and people were so lazy to get education. They were not serious about education. So I was also one of them. I did not take education seriously, and education was not also provided well in a proper way when I was getting
Yeah.
education.
Yeah. So yeah, that exactly, like that is obvious when it comes to villages. The quality is really low. Even everywhere around the world we go, that is of course obvious because village is far away from urban life, technology, everything. That is right. Does your country have a good education system? And what are the strengths and weaknesses?
Still, I don't think so. We have good education system because still we prefer to getting information, not application. So
Yeah,
still, I'm not
yeah.
satisfied with the educational system.
So you want that the country's education level has to be much progress or improved.
Yeah, it's good, but we need something more to make it better. And okay, personally, what I think,
So,
education must be practical actually. For example, okay, you are reading about your religious book, okay? So if you are only
yeah.
reading that book, if you are only reading that, you are trying to cram it, you are trying to learn by heart, that is not important. How do you apply in your personal life, in your daily life? That is more important. So now in our education system, what's going on? Try to collect information. Whether you have practical knowledge or not, whether you are using in your practical day or not, just try to collect information. So I don't like this type of system.
Yeah, yeah, that's right, exactly. But we're responsible to change the curriculum or the system of education in India. So it's the people who are responsible, or no, the government is the first, responsible
Yeah.
office to take care or to do the first act.
Yeah. Okay, so government is responsible, and in 2021, they are going to apply new education system in my country, and I'm looking forward to apply that. I'm looking forward to apply that education system in my school also. So they are going to change most of things in our education system in 2021.
Could you explain a little bit, maybe the primary changes in the system, what it really looked like?
Okay. Uh, Now
Just
education,
tiny.
yeah, education is going to be more practical, and your character, your behaviors, it is also important while taking education. Not only collecting information, but application is also there in our new education system. And nowadays, what's going on? If you are doing engineering, then you cannot learn any subject of arts. You cannot study
Oh,
English, you cannot study other languages, you cannot study other books, only engineering. But now they are going to change from 2021. Whether you are the student of engineering, you can study some subjects of arts also.
so uh, it used to be much specialized, but still they add a little bit of other majors in every field so that people's general information get increased too. Is that
Mhm.
what the process is going to be done? Okay, that sounds interesting. Okay, let's get back to you, sir. Do you personally enjoy learning new things?
Yeah.
And can you give some examples?
Okay. Really, personally, I like to learn new things every time. And when I started using internet, then I realized I'm getting education, because
Okay.
whatever I want to know, I can get. But in my school days, I had to study the same book, same method, same teacher. I don't, I didn't have any chance to learn new things. I had to study the same textbook. Okay, but when
Okay.
I started using internet, I have a freedom to learn anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So
that time I did not
exactly
enjoy.
the
And
world.
what I personally believe that education, getting education is an endless process. Until your last breath, you are getting education. Okay, we are now talking, so also we are educating ourselves. This is a
Yeah.
part of
Yeah.
ours. Yeah,
So it means the world of internet has changed your life for better
yeah,
and made you much informative person, and it brought your knowledge much
yeah,
better than or compared to those traditional books, which is based on a daily life. Okay, that sounds interesting. So let me ask another question, sir. Teacher has really an important role in the life of students or
yeah,
in education, right? So tell us, like personally, what do you think? What are characteristics of a good teacher?
yeah. Nice question. Okay, first,
Yes.
teacher must be loving. This is the first quality of teacher. Teacher must be loving. Second,
Mhm.
teacher must be the proper guide for students.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
teacher must be role model for students. These three qualities must teacher have.
Yeah. So, like, which criteria is the most important? Or no, a teacher must have all these criteria in order to be a good teacher.
Yeah. Okay. So as a teacher, if you don't know anything about your content, it's no problem for you. But you must have good character as a teacher.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you have
Okay.
a problem to teach one or two topics, it doesn't matter. But you must have
Okay.
good character.
Okay. So now, is it like, yeah, that is really the criteria of a good. So I would like to know more about this. Many education systems and all over the world, of course, they really differ. In your country, does creativity matter or no? Like they are, uh, like people just don't care about them, especially at schools, When there is a new opinion, maybe people say, like, oh, yes, that really doesn't work. So, how does it work in your school?
Okay, excuse me. Last, whatever you spoke, I could not understand because of your voice was just wavering like that.
Okay,
Just last, I was talking, we were talking
let
about
me say
teacher,
that,
yes.
you
After
know,
that, I could not understand
in
everything.
so there are like in all over the world, teachers' behaviors are really different, right?
Yeah,
And when it comes to creativity by a student, the teacher really doesn't, respect that creativity or innovation of that person. So tell us, are your teachers open to creativity of these students? And how does it really work?
okay. So personally, what I believe, all students are creative, all students are special, okay, and they all have some good qualities. For example, I am very bad at maths. Okay, I'm really bad at maths, but I'm good at acting. I'm good at telling a story. So I cannot say that I'm bad at English. That's why I'm not a good student. So as a teacher, a teacher must appreciate each and every students for their ability, because all students have different ability. And if you are okay as a teacher, if you really want to be a successful teacher, then you must have one quality: appreciate your students work, their creativity. They will learn automatically, they will learn themselves because they want appreciation.
Yeah.
Because my
Yeah.
teacher uh, appreciate me, that's why they will work very hard for getting the teacher's appreciation. Yeah, hello. Hello. Hello.
You there, sir? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, yeah,
You
I
are
can
please
hear.
there. Yeah. And one thing I
So,
want to add,
yeah,
I want to add one important thing. You
all
asked me
right.
one question about students. Okay, students' creativity. What I personally believe that, and in our Indian culture also, what we believe, each and everything. Not I'm talking about only human being. I'm talking about animals. I'm talking about trees. Everything has something to teach you. Just observe it.
Yeah.
Okay. And let me tell you, my mother is illiterate. She did not go to school.
Yeah.
To be frank, I want to say she is illiterate. but she taught very good, valuable things in my life. She is also my teacher. How she taught me when I was a child. She taught me three things, and I will never forget these three things. First lesson of my mother: always respect other and never insult anybody.
Exactly.
Second,
Yeah, mothers.
yeah. Second thing she taught me: always do right things in your life. Always do right things in your life. And right things are hard things. She also taught me right things are hard things, but always do right things in your life. And third, believe in yourself and believe in other also.
Yeah.
So these three things I will never forget in my life. I'm also learning from you. I'm learning from my platform also. So this is my natural behavior because of my mother.
Yeah. Yeah, that is perfect lesson by your mother. Exactly. Mother, whether they are educated or uneducated, but personally, naturally, they know what to teach to the daughter or son, as she taught you to consider those points in your life.
So that is education. What I
Okay,
want to tell
so
you,
thank
this
you
is
very much,
education.
dear sir,
Rahullah,
for
this is
your
education.
wonderful response.
Hello, what I want to say, this is
Yeah,
education. Whatever you know, apply in your life. And I started using these three lessons which were taught by my mother, and
yeah,
people like me
yeah.
because of these three qualities.
Yeah, true, true. That is true, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, these are very critical characteristics of a person or a teacher especially. Okay. So anyhow, thank you very much. It was a really great conversation with you. I learned a lot from you, sir. I'm really thankful to you. And I hope the audience could get something from our conversation. And
Yeah.
what you shared all about education was really wonderful. I do heartily appreciate your thoughts. Amazing. Okay. So thank you very much, sir. I
So really,
wish you
thank you very
a
much for listening to
great
me and asking me something about education. Yeah.